My name is Raghav Verma, and I'm proud to be a chaiwala. So I am co-founder of Chayos, a chai cafe brand. Some of you may have heard of it and some of you may have visited as well. So when I visit colleges, the questions that I get asked most by students are that what should I be doing in my life today that will help me to start up my business in future? And it's almost like there's an expectation of a to-do list or a recipe that start to learn how to code, build my own app, start a business from my hostel, or do an internship. Honestly, for me, when I was in IIT Delhi in college, I never had any dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. And back then, there was hardly any awareness of startups per se. So we didn't have any Shark Tank, we didn't have any Startup India. But the thing that, connecting the dots backwards, the thing that I realized, the thing that actually created my foundation and helped me become who I am today and helped me in my startup journey was actually not my chemical engineering classes, and it was not my first consulting job. It was something actually quite unexpected that many parents would think is a waste of time, and that was music. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about my music journey and how it helped me become who I am today and how it helped me to start my business. So I got into music in class 4 when I started to learn piano, and I credit my mom for that. I was learning Western classical music for almost 4 to 5 years, and then of course started to listen to Metallica, so I had to learn to play the guitar. And over my school and college years, I learned to play 7 musical instruments. I played in a couple of bands and also recorded an album. So today I'm going to talk about few of the learnings of my musical journey and 5 things that I learned along the way which helped me to start up. Number 1, creation and collaboration. So imagine a hostel music room scene where you have a tabla player on one side who's trained in Indian classical. You have a saxophone player who's trained in classical jazz. And you have a heavy metal guitarist. What do you expect when the 3 of them would come together? Most of you would think it would create a lot of noise. And that's exactly what happened. But as we jammed, as we started to play together, people started to understand each other better. People started to appreciate each other's diverse influences. And eventually, the kind of songs that we were able to create, they were completely unique and completely magical. So that taught me later in my startup journey that it takes very diverse perspectives and bringing maybe 10 different people into one room to be able to create a magical product or a new technology. Secondly, perseverance. I remember one time in my college time when I was to play a Iron Maiden guitar solo on stage. And it was hardly a 15-second guitar solo. But it took me literally 1 month of practicing day in, day out, 6-7 hours a day to get that solo right. But when I played that on stage, the kind of feeling that I was left with, I won't ever forget that. So that taught me that it takes a lot of patience, time and grit to create something valuable. And there would obviously be multiple failures along the way. Thirdly, confidence. The turning point in my music journey was when we represented IIT Delhi in the Inter-IIT Rock Band competition. We ended up winning that competition, and that led to the formation of my first band, Under Siege. And suddenly we were almost like professional musicians. We were playing big concerts, festivals. We were playing at all the cities, big music venues. And that confidence of being able to play in such large crowds actually stays with me even today. When I'm standing here in front of you, when I'm pitching to potential partners, when I'm pitching to potential investors. The fourth learning was, what is the role of the anchor? So I've been playing the bass guitar for 4 years, and as many of you would know, in a music band, it is the lead guitarist and the lead vocalist who take the most amount of prominence. They're the ones who are the most celebrated. But in the background, there is a bass guitarist who is connecting and putting it all together. So you're the one who connects the entire rhythm, which is the drums and the percussions, with the melody, which is the vocals and the guitars. So this made me realize that when you're out to create something, there will be those people in an organization who are the most celebrated, who are doing the sales, who are doing the customer service. But then equally important are the set of people who are building the foundation for those people to be successful. It is many of those anchor groups which we need to nurture, which we need to acknowledge, and which we need to celebrate. And lastly, but not least, I've been following bands for a long time. And it's been a realization for me that some of the best bands in the world, let's take an example of, say, Guns N' Roses. Phenomenally talented individual musicians who came together and created magic. After they split up, none of their bands or solos careers have been able to match the kind of phenomenal work that they did as the band together. And that taught me that when you start up, it is not just about a set of individuals who are brilliant in their own right, but it's that team coming together to actually create that magical experience. So now many of you might be wondering, are you saying that music is the key to becoming a successful founder or a successful entrepreneur? Well, the answer is no. What I'm saying is that whatever you enjoy doing, it could be playing hockey, it could be writing a book, it could be economics, it could be debating. Do whatever you are doing deeply, passionately, and push your own limits. Because if you are doing something just for creating those 5 resume points and doing it superficially, it might get you that first job interview. But eventually, what are you looking for? You're looking to build a foundation for who you are and a successful career of 30 to 40 years. So, I urge you all to truly live your college life, do something that you love, and believe me, it will take you very far in your career. Thank you.